What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, the car is looking a little bit different, a little bit more mean, so to speak. And as you can see, a few little things added. A little custom intercooler pipe setup, and then added some stickers on this wing around the back here. Not much modifications because most of what needs to be done is on the internal, which is basically the tuning side of things. So the latest thing that I did to it was just to add the wing for more stability, and believe me, it does work. It gives you less wind tumble at the back, so that's not too bad. I tested it before. We had this winter storm that we had yesterday, so it's not too bad. But as I said, we have to wait for the place to warm up some more because snow falls here and there, so we don't get out of time to do the testing until closer to summer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have my GNS rack on board, and if you guys can see it, yeah, that's back on board. And as I said, I added a cap pack. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna take off the body and show you guys because I feel like this car is going further and further into a stage that I didn't really want it to go, because truth be told, a lot of the bolts are stuck. Well, not bolts, screws are kind of stuck in certain parts of the chassis, but they're not really stuck in major parts. Parts where it will still run and I don't need to take them out. But as the chassis gets older, they'll become more older in other sections. So stay tuned while I take off the body, and then I can show you what I'm talking about. So the weight that I have at the front here, the last video that I posted where the car went out to to test and tune, that wasn't on the front. So I feel like that kind of was playing with me not getting enough traction, apart from the track being not very much prepped. So put that back on, so hoping that next time I go test and tuning, that will actually improve some things. And then with my steering setup now, a lot of madness is going on here, but somewhat of an easy fix. The part where you screw the servo into the chassis, it's that those two holes are getting worn out. So the servo is a little bit loose, so I use the straps to hold it in place. So as I said before, the chassis is going, but I'm still doing a bunch of stuff to it. And why not? Because from it's running, it's gonna go. So I'm not gonna have any trailer queen put down here where we're not gonna be running anything. So as I said, my GNS is back in the car, and a nice little mount as you can see. And yeah, nothing much different. You guys are familiar with this ESC already. And yeah, as I said, added a cap pack there. So far since I added it, I can see some difference with how the ESC functions and stuff like that. I'm still here trying to work out the camber setup, and not really camber setup, but the whole alignment for these tires. And good news is that we have some fresh set on the way, because these are not really all worn out, but I like to have spares and backup stuff to work with. So good on this car. Have a little things I don't really want to go too all out, because as I said, the chassis is going slowly but surely, and I'm moving on to different things as well. So stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe, and more content will be coming out as the place get warmer. Since I have got the GNS in the car now, I really want to go out and see if anything changed from the last time I ran. The fastest time so far for this car is 3.980 at 39 miles per hour. A lot more in it, and a lot more capability. But it wasn't with this ESC, it was with the Hobbywing 120 amp. This is a 150. I haven't really dialed in this ESC because it has been back and forth out of this car. you know, everything, you know, has to do with, you know, power to weight ratio. So I'm really playing with that. So if something has to come out and go back in, you know, I'm gonna do it. So, you know, as I said, you know, stay tuned for more and leave a comment